أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم، والحمد لله رب العالمين. Do you hear one? Okay. So, inshallah, let's. We have been late, so quite a while it took us to adjust recording. So, we left off at this paragraph. Divest yourself of bad morals. Did we find all of us? Yeah, it's almost at the bottom of the page, the first page.
Second last paragraph.
Yeah, second last paragraph. Yeah. Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah. Divest yourself of bad morals. The basis of the worship of this world. What does it mean? We don't worship this world, do we? Do we worship this world? Yeah, do you worship this world? Yeah.
Do I worship this world?
No.
What did you say?
No.
This he said no. Are you sure? I say I can't say. Do I worship this world? Yeah. Because what do we understand from worship? Simply, very simple. Well, a very simple base. What do we understand from?
To believe that your needs will be fulfilled by the world around you.
It means the source of the response you get is this word, something from this word. So that is the worship of this word. So this understanding or this approach is the source of all bad morals. So we have to get rid of it. Bad morals, it means really using our human qualities in the wrong way. Yep. Did you find where we are? Almost the last, yes. Yeah.
But, can you define what bad morals are? Because isn't that something that's relative? Like each person, they have their own understanding of what bad is.
What is bad, what is good? So it may change according to the intention or but generally defined, a general definition of bad moral means we don't know what which person does what. We are not concerned about it at all. So bad morals means if I use my human qualities not in the way that they are created for, it means I am corrupting it. I am corrupting my quality, human quality.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Each person can see
I don't know each person.
themselves as, like, for example, I'm fasting today, some other person will think that that's crazy. That's sort of corrupting yourself.
But that's what we have to define what the qualities of human beings are created for. That's what we are talking, that's why we are talking in general terms. What is the purpose of my existence in this world? I have to define this. What is the purpose of my existence in this world? It means why all the qualities are given to me. I have to answer this question. What am I going to do with these qualities? The human qualities, in general terms. Not my intention is good, my intention is bad, is an out of question. Personal, speaking about personal matters, out of question. We have to ask, I have to ask myself, and all these qualities, human, what makes me a human being? Why are they given to me? Why do I have these qualities in my being? That is my, that must be my concern, serious concern. If I don't think about it, and if I define my being according to what I heard from outside world, that is, the result is obvious that if the outside world is right or wrong, I have to question it by myself. Everybody is responsible for himself. We have to ask the question for why I am here in this world. Why do all these qualities that I have, what am I going to do with them? I have to ask this question. If I don't ask and just say that because I heard from somebody, from media or from a person or from the society, that, and repeat it, that's how I am. That's my reality. So, definition of the existence of human qualities, is it right?
Yes.
Definition of the existence of my human qualities is definitely necessary. Accordingly, I will understand that whether I am using my human qualities in a way that I am directing them to this world or to their creator. If I am directing them, for example, the worry for the future is very essential for every human being. So if I see that I'm worrying about my future, so I want to guarantee my future in this world, use this sense, directing it to this world, it means I am corrupting my my sense of worry for the future because I'm worshiping this world, because I think in my behavior what I am assuming that something of this world will satisfy my worry. It means it will help me to get rid of this worry or to satisfy this sense. That is the worship of this world. Otherwise, what does it mean, worshipping this world? Or worshipping God? What does it mean? What would it mean if I don't use my senses in order to acknowledge the giver of my sense, my senses, and use them in order to know Him, the giver, the creator of my senses. Even while I am doing something to do with this world, it is an, if you like, a field of exercise for me. It's a field of exercise for me in order to know who gave this sense to me. Because I am being trained here. Now, again, be careful, I have not used the word test, because test is understood in English, but in this language, in a different context than what the Quran says. I am being trained in this world. So while I am doing the things, I am expected to experience my senses, let them go, let them act. But while I am doing all these actions, I am given the opportunity to become aware of these senses and seeing that, or understanding that I am being trained here to get to know the source of existence of these senses. So use them to get to know him. For example, the very simple example, I am hungry, I am inclined to eat something. That's quite normal. While we are eating something, is it a surprise or is it really time? Really? Yeah? Completed your course? Unbelievable. It has been 3 weeks? 4 weeks? Unbelievable. Alhamdulillah, welcome. So, let's understand this. This is important for all of us. All this, we call them trials and tribulations of this world, as problems I have to struggle with. No. Trials and tribulations of this world is a means of training, educating myself. I have to use it. When I'm hungry, I have to eat food. I have to look for the food. But this sense of hunger and this desire to satisfy the sense of hunger is given to me to experience what? Who will tell you? To experience who is the giver of this sense of hunger, who is the giver of this sense of or desire to satisfy this sense of hunger. To experience this. When I eat the food, when I'm satisfied, what is expected from me? 2 things, 2 alternatives. The food is satisfying me. That's the worship of this world. If this is not consciously rejected, if this is not consciously rejected, food, it is not the food that satisfies me. Who is satisfying? I have to investigate. I have to think, I have to reflect on the event. That's why I am put in this field of training. Giving the opportunity, I'm given the opportunity to get to know the source of these senses. So recognize him, the one who gave this source. Don't take it, I am a Muslim, I said Bismillah. This means really nothing. In reality, they are nothing. They are supposed to be the reminder. But if I have never learned, if I have never really experienced it, I have nothing to remember. So, of course, it takes first a long time, thinking, deciding, etc. It takes really a long time. But in the course of time, it becomes very automatic, reflect-like. But still, I need to keep the consciousness. If I don't keep the consciousness awake, I just fall back to the normal transaction. I am hungry, so I have to eat food, and food satisfies me. And then, look, there is no God, the consciousness of a God there. The universe has been created by God. It has nothing to do with you. Your disbelief, this conclusion, the universe has been created by God, has nothing to do with your reality in the field of training. That's what we have to concentrate on. Am I really seeing that the food, is it really food which is satisfying me? Ask yourself. It's a very challenging question. Because what we do, we use the opposite logic, reasoning. How? We say, if there was no food, I would never be satisfied. So, food is satisfying me. Yep. That's so simple. That's the worship of the word. Why? It's not the right logic or right understanding, right reflection. What we are expected to do in this world, but it is between lines of the Quran everywhere. Ask positive questions, not negative. Ask positive questions, reflect on it. But this is the Quranic methodology. That's why when I keep saying this, and I will keep saying that, without learning and emphasizing on the method of reading the Quran, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. So this is in the teachings of the Quran everywhere, but not, there is no straight. But there are some, as I think now, there are some verses. Do they have the hands to hold with? Do they have the legs to, the feet to walk on? They have nothing. How? It means you have to ask the positive question. Can the food have consciousness and will and the power of choice that recognizes me and knows me how to satisfy my need? Ask the positive question. All these qualities must be searched in the food or anything in this world. In a particular example, food, practical. That's why we use food. We use the example of food. We can expand it to everything you want. Everything. Do they have a conscious will? Do they have knowledge? Do they know you so that they will communicate with you? Be positive in your questioning. Don't use negative approach. If there was no food, I would never be satisfied. That's what the simple-minded atheists, ideological atheists, use this reasoning. Okay, they say that they found something very powerful evidence. They say, okay, if you think that God is satisfying you, not the food, and don't eat the food, let God satisfy you. Look at this logic. Look at this simple-minded, childish logic. Through eating the food, through providing the food, through putting me in contact with the food, through giving me the desire to eat the food, the creator of the food and creator of me, my creator, is training me now, teaching me now who he is. So ask the question to the food. Ask the question to your body. Do you or can you produce this desire? Ask your cells, whatever, the cells of your brain, whatever they say or you hear, whatever it comes to your mind. Can you do this? Do you have the will? Do you have the knowledge? Do you have the power? Do you have it? That's what Quran says. Ask the direct question to the whatever the thing seems to be the cause of the effect within this creation, within the order of this universe. When you ask this question, but it needs consciousness. You can get the answer very easily. It's not difficult at all. Why we don't pay attention to this, to this way of interacting with the creation and passing, if you like, our training, learning something as a result of our training? Why don't we do that? Very simple. Not because we are stupid, not because we don't know Islamic theology, not because we don't know Arabic. Nothing to do with any of this. We take religion for granted. We say we are Muslims, we believe in God. I'm done. Well, I believe in God. Now I pray, I fast. So I don't have to question anymore. I'm done. I'm finished. My belief is so strong. I never miss any of my prayers and any of my fasting. Or for other followers of the religious people, I donate a lot of money to the church, to the mosque, or to Muslim institutions, whatever, or religious institutions, or charity organizations. I'm a good man. I'm done. This taken for granted status in religion is the source of all diseases. It's prevalent everywhere. You don't question. You don't need to question. You interact with the world thinking that you are a believer. Yes, you believe in God. Yeah, I don't deny that. No one can deny in general. You believe in God as the creator of the universe, but you don't live accordingly. You worship the world while you say that there's a creator. Yes, there's a creator, but you don't worship him. You worship the world. This is the principle. This is a theory. Theory means really how it is. We are not talking about a particular person. We don't know. None of our business. Everybody should take this and go home and question himself, herself. What am I doing in this world? Yes, I am a Muslim. Leave that one. What are you doing? I pray. Okay, you pray. It's okay. What are you doing in this world? How do you spend your minutes in this world? Which consciousness you have? Which awareness you have? Ask question yourself. What have you done today? You did something? You're cleaning in the house, prepared iftar. So we changed the verse. Did you hear the new verse? Revealed? No. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه. Carry on.
New verse?
So, no. The words you know. أنزل فيه. No, it changed now. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه الطعام. Now, before we started this, we talked about it. Because Ramadan turned into an activity of food. Buying, selling, preparing, inviting, being invited. What shall we cook? How do we do that? With all food. So we say we believe in God. We are fasting. Alhamdulillah, we fed 100, for example, people at the iftar. None of them was hungry. None of them was poorer than you. It is not sadaqah, it is waste. It's a social activity. Turning religion, turning ubudiyya into a social activity. Don't waste your time, man. You are not here to waste your time. Wake up. شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. Refresh your mind. Renew your mind. How to educate yourself. How to go through this training, field of training, this world, under the light of the Quran. Not take 1, 2 verses and say that I have to do this, I have to do this. Take the methodology of the Quran which teaches you how to live in this world. Don't memorize the Quran. You can if you have time. I don't think you have. So you don't have time even once a week to come to the halaqah. So don't waste your time, but So when you memorize it, you don't think that I'm done, I've finished, because I have even memorized the Quran. It means nothing. In this text, you don't understand what is the meaning of the Quran for you. Quran teaches you how to deal with this world, not to worship without worshiping the world, but worshiping God, which is the most difficult thing if you don't realize how to worship God. So we need to refresh our minds, our understanding of religion. It's not difficult, very easy. Just be brave to face your reality. You are not an unbeliever. No. No, I'm not saying, we are all lost, we will go to hell. No, 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 no. You are not an unbeliever. Don't worry about this. But how much I am sincere in my belief in God, so that I will worship Him, or I am worshiping Him alone. Saying that there is one God is different from worshiping Him, not worshiping the world. Make it real in your present life now. Now. Okay. So this sentence seems to be very simple, huh? Divest yourself of bad morals. What is the bad morals? لَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. That's the verse. Those people who corrupted their humanity, nefs, but in Arabic nefs, well, it means themselves, they are lost. So, divest yourself of bad morals. Don't be like them. The basis of the worship of this world is this bad moral. The basis of the worship of this world is the bad moral, is the basis of the worship of this world. So I have to question myself. At least if I find myself without noticing, because we have lots of things to talk. Once a week is not enough for halakha. So the first thing I have to ask the question for myself. What did I do today? This and this and this and this. Okay. Everybody has done something. What was my consciousness there? I was aware that I'm really worshiping God. Or the house needs to be cleaning, so I cleaned it. Yeah. And the dishes are there needs to be washed, and I washed the dishes. But that's what I did. Shouldn't I wash the dishes? No, okay, you should wash the dishes. You should clean the house, but it is a means of training. It's very easy. Did I ever remember while I'm washing the dishes, cleaning the house? It is this love of cleanliness, this pleasure of tidiness is given to me in order to know who gave them to me, that He is the source of cleanliness. He is the source of tidiness. He is with the words of the Quran, mutahhir. He is the one who is munazzim, tidy. He gave it to me. He put me in this relationship, connection, in order to get to know Him and do the work as a means of acknowledging him, doing it in his name, the simple way, the simplest way. That's what Bismillah says everything in reality. Do it in his name. What we do, generally speaking, not accusation, but general, what we see in the community, when I start an action by saying Bismillah, I am done. If I remember it. So most of the time it becomes an habitual action, so I must forget about it. But when I say Bismillah, it's better than nothing. Okay. When I say what is actually needed here, what must be done? While I am doing it, my feelings must say, you know, the one who created me with a sense of loving, the cleanliness, tidiness, so that I will know him. He is tidy. He is the source of cleanliness. He is the absolute clean one. He is the absolute tidy one. So I am here to recognize him through these actions. That's what we are. While we are doing it, while we are doing our cleaning, for example, or doing the dishes, cleaning the dish itself is not my purpose. If it was my purpose, I'm cleaning the dishes, and this is the time I spent, let's say I spared half an hour to do the dishes, then that's my worshiping. That's my object of worship, is clean dishes. Object of worship. But while I am doing this, if I recognize and become aware that my Creator is teaching me that He is the clean one, He is the absolute clean one, so I expect everything from Him clean, right? So He will satisfy these needs absolutely in my life. When I attach myself to Him, I belong to the clean one, absolute clean one. So I am comfortable here. Yeah, I am comfortable. I learned. Then I am worshiping God, not the dishes. But in the evening, I made an introspective reflection. What did I do today? I cleaned the dishes. Did I remember that this is a means of recognizing my God and turning this action into a worship of God? No, I didn't. Okay, it's fine. Stop. I wasted my time. All the acts that I did, all the work that I did in order to clean the dishes went for nothing. I'm sorry, I wasted my time. I missed the opportunity. I didn't learn what I was expected to learn. Please forgive me. This repentance is belief in God. You recover your missing time now. You recover it. You recover it by asking for forgiveness, acknowledging that I missed it. That's what we are expected to do. I feel, in my personal experience, istighfar, asking for forgiveness, repentance, acknowledging our mistake, is the most effective side of Iman. That is belief. That is belief. Because in the positive sense, doing something, it may be misused, it may turn into a bragging, pride, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't do it, no. As long as we do, we remember it, we will do it. But what is expected essentially from us to acknowledge our shortcomings, to acknowledge our negligence. That's why when the Quran says, you assume the responsibility, which is trust. You know, the verse says, Bismillah, Inna aradna al-amanata ala samawati wal-ardi wal-jibal فأبين أن يحملنها. Am I right? And then فالإنسان, what was the word? فحملها الإنسان. Okay? This is a big responsibility. The samawat are said, no, I can't do it. It's really not within their capacity. It is within my capacity. It means, حملها الإنسان, it is a news from the Quran. When you are reading the Quran, be careful. Human beings accepted it. Yeah. I mean, how do you say? Took the responsibility on. Sorry?
I think it's translated as bore. So like
The bore it, yeah. Human beings bore it. It means, that's how the Quran speaks. It means it is within your capacity. It's with you now. Not because somebody reads this verse, I don't remember taking this responsibility at all. No, it's nothing that. It is a news that the Quran said, it is with you. It's within you. And then what? The following of the verse is beautiful. إِنَّهُ كَانَ ظَلُومًا جَهُولًا. He is so the most ignorant, compounded ignorant. So ظلوم. The most grievous, not zalim, zalum, most grievous transgressor. It means transgressing the rights of this capacity. It means we won't do it properly. It doesn't mean that, okay, forget about it. No. God says, I know that I have given you such a huge capacity and you won't be able to fulfill it properly. So what does it mean? The sense, you know, you From here or from your?
From my phone.
Is it powered very enough?
It's very powerful.
Okay, okay. That's the way you can power.
4G LTE.
So, istighfar is beautiful. But what, if you like, it needs explanation, but I'm using the traditional terminology, which we use it. Distracts the attention to somewhere which has no foundation. Okay. Transitory.
Changing. Yeah, my soul does not belong to this transient world.
Realize it. Realize it. Realize that you are a transitory being. Realize it. We are here for a temporary period. Okay? For why did we come here? Training. Not because my Lord doesn't know me who I am, so he put me in a test here. Be careful in the Quranic teaching, there's a very fine tuning that. God said, very rough translation, when we gather the spirits, the human souls, we ask them, am I not your Lord? Every soul said, yes. Take a covenant from us so that we wouldn't deny that I didn't know. What does it mean? It is within me. It is within my capacity to know who my Lord is. And I have to practice it in this world so that not because Creator didn't know what am I going to do here so that he put me here. No, it is for me. I didn't know, and so that I shouldn't say I didn't know. So in this world, I am given the opportunity. And as far as my capacity is concerned, what capacity tells me is concerned, I have been given the opportunity within this training field, but I haven't used it. I haven't learned. I haven't educated myself. Now, we have educated ourselves in engineering, yeah, professions, but we haven't educated ourselves in my subject of worship, if you like. So I will go through this training so that I will educate myself, not God will know me. That's why this word, the test is very misunderstood. God is testing me, as if he doesn't know who I am. It means he doesn't know what he has created. Because for him, creation belongs to him without time and space. Forget about his side. Think about your side. So this is my responsibility, to pay attention where I am. I am here for a limited period of training. So there's a beginning, be patient. Use your abilities as much as you can. Be aware of it, concentrate on it, so that you will learn or develop your ability as much as you can. That is transient. Don't lose yourself in this world as if we are going to stay here forever. This is a training place. Excuse me, something is going on here. No one is offering me a cup of water or anything. Look at this senseless, disrespectful people. I am an old man, you told me. Allahu Akbar. Okay, if you don't mind, here, be transitory. There's a big sentence coming now, very important sentence is coming now. Sacrifice your goods and property in the way of the true beloved. Wow. How many words are there here that we understand? First, sacrifice. I don't understand. Your goods and property. My goods and property? I've got a bag here. What else? You know, what are they? Laptops? Yeah, you are right. Yeah. So, okay. My goods and property in the way of the. In the way of. What do you mean in the way of? Doing something in the way of. What does it mean? I don't know. The true beloved. What's true beloved? What are the false beloveds? What is the true beloved? All these, it's a simple sentence, all of them need to be explained. We have to talk about it. So when someone reads it, it looks beautiful. You're like, sacrifice your goods and property in the way of the true beloved. So give a iftar in the masjid for the sake of Allah. I sacrificed my $500 or $1,000. That's it. You can understand it as well. So let's analyze it. What's sacrifice? Sacrifice means to sacrifice. You have something, some right, but, for example, I have the right to use these glasses, and I realized that Brother Habib needed it. I said, okay, I'm sacrificing it from my right of using and giving it to you. Use it, not me. But this is no, it doesn't say not for between each other. Sacrifice all these opportunities that you are given in the way of the true beloved. Practically, it has nothing to do with my giving the glasses to you. But in practical life, we may give it, but while we are giving this, what are we expected to realize? To realize. You can give an iftar to poor people if you find any poor people. But if you find any poor people then who lives lower than my lifestyle, I will feed them every day. Send it to me. I'm very serious. If you find anybody who lives below my life standard, then I will feed him. I will take care of him. Sure, inshallah. I can. I haven't seen so far, but if you find, let me know, inshallah. So, sacrifice it. give up your right for the benefit of another. Who is the another one? True beloved. True beloved, for example, you love this because it is good for you. Yeah. So whoever gave it to you is your beloved, your mahbub. But true mahbub is not the, for example, let's say Hamza has given it to me as a gift. He is not the true beloved. He is the beloved in this world, transitory world. Yep. Because you wanted to help me, and your senses are given to you by your creator, right? So you are a means, you are a vehicle. You are not the creator of the glasses. You found it and you got the right, alaykum salam, you got the right to use it, but you gave it to me. So as far as I am concerned, the true beloved is the one who created you with the sense, the creator of the glasses. Creator of the glasses, not the manufacturer of the glasses by using the principles of rules which are existing already in the order of the creation. They are using them. Yeah, because the person or people or the company has made it according to the rules they obtained in the order of the universe. So we have to be very careful, and we have to be very realistic. They are not the true producers. They are just the consumers of the already existing rules and material in this world. The true owner of the glasses is the one who created this universe within the existing order now. True beloved. So I have to use it I have to sacrifice, give up my right of using the glasses in the way of the true beloved. It means I have to use the glasses in the way of the true creator of the glasses, not you. You gave it to me. Yeah? So while I am using it, I should, if you like, disannounce. Disannounce?
Renounce.
Sorry?
Renounce.
Renounce, yes. I have to think. I have to renounce the ownership of the glasses and acknowledge the real owner of the glasses. Sacrifice my ownership over it. Sacrifice, not mine. It is the it belongs to the creator of the universe, and sacrifice your apparent ownership over it. Renounce it. Renounce it. That's why sacrifice seems to be, for example, I have something, I'm sacrificing it. Yeah, I have a sheep, practical example, by slaughtering it, I'm sacrificing it. As if that I slaughtered my sheep and distribute the meat or whatever the sheep has to the other people, I sacrificed it. Did you sacrifice anything in beloved? No. I am a good man. Yeah. I love helping other people. You know, I love being a nice person to my neighbors. So this is my qualities. Did I sacrifice anything? I used, let's say, any trust, any sense which is trusted to me, given to me, For example, somebody gave me $100, and I said, okay, I will give this $100 to Sister Aksha. So she seems to be needy. I sacrificed it. Yeah, I sacrificed it. What did I sacrifice? My $100. Excuse me, it's not yours. Now, in this example, the recipient Aisha will say, through Ali, the real owner of the money was Brother Asim. So true beloved one is Asim. I am just a transitory person. So you have to realize this is coming from him, and I have to acknowledge that this money doesn't belong to me. The sense of being merciful, being kind, knowledgeable, whatever, all these qualities are not mine. Sacrifice them in the way of the true beloved one. Honor.
So during Ramadan, when we sacrifice food, or at least the ability to eat for a certain time, we are sacrificing. I'm trying to understand.
So we are not sacrificing.
Okay.
If you are giving the food, your food, to other people, yeah, you are not sacrificing. You are just putting your name on the list, so that it shows there, you know, this day of iftar is taken care of by you. You say, I'm a good man.
But if,
You're not sacrificing anything.
but if I'm fasting, then I'm sacrificing something in a way, right?
But I don't know. If you are aware of it, but I don't know. Fasting is a very difficult thing to do. Not eating is easy. The animals don't eat. Human beings fast. Animals don't eat and don't drink. That's animalistic. Human fasting it needs a great consideration. Okay.
Dr. This triangle that you just explained, you, me, Asim. So you're the one making the sacrifice in that, you know, Asim is giving you something and you're giving it to me. So you're the one who's making the sacrifice.
No. So I acknowledge that this is not mine because I can claim it. It's given to me. It's in my hand. Sacrifice it, renounce it, and acknowledge the real owner. So my acknowledging the real owner is the sacrifice. But if I don't acknowledge the real owner, and if I say I'm giving my money to you, I'm not sacrificing anything. And also, I am a usurper because the money belongs to us. In this example, I pretend to have it. It belongs to me as if. It means I am really transgressing the rights of Asim in this example. So that's why human beings are zaloom, can be zaloom. That the way is open. Yeah, so it means when God is not accusing us, God is reminding us, warning us, you got this trust, all the qualities to get to know who your creator is, and you are usurping it, declaring your own ownership. I am a very merciful man, generous man, so I take care of these people, the poor around me. Do you see? Zulum. It means zalum means really transgressing the rights of your real owner of these qualities. So God says, be careful. Yeah.
I mean, it's not enough, obviously, for you to realize that Asim owns the money, not you, and then not giving it to Sister Aisha or someone because she's needy. It's not enough just to realize that you're not the real owner. It's not sacrifice until you actually give it away. Right? There's got to be the intention and then the action.
No. That was an example to make the distinction between giving the material thing or not a material thing, giving something to somebody else is not sacrifice at all. That example was only valid for in acknowledging the real owner to renouncing your ownership over it. That was just an example. So if you really understand that the sense of, for example, compassion for the needy ones, everybody has it because it is given to us. If somebody is really suffering from, let's say, an illness here, try showing a sign of that he needs help. Who doesn't want to help him? Who cannot help him? Who? And everybody will run to him, help him. At this he will say, no, I don't know what to do, but do you know something? I ask it because I want to do it, but I don't know what to do. So who knows something about medicine or this kind of things? So go and help him. I still want it. It's with me. No one can not help him. It is impossible. That's what we have to understand. It is impossible. So sacrifice definitely needs the acknowledgement of this sense is given to me, I don't own it. When I do it, I should not claim the ownership of it. That's what I have to be very careful. That is sacrifice it in the way of the true beloved one. Now, if someone knows that this sense of helping the needy one, for example, or being kind to another person, it is within me anyways, I use it. But my responsibility is to use it in the name of its real owner or not. That's my responsibility. I will use it. After acknowledging that it is given to me, and I am going to use it, and this will be my training, experiencing how compassionate my Creator is.
Okay, so you're going to use it.
Yeah.
That was what.
That is not the point. There is a priority matter there. Using in itself is nothing. Acknowledging necessitates using. Don't worry about it. The problem is people lose themselves in using it, practicing it, or not practicing it. People that it's not important. To use or not to use is not important. To acknowledge is important. When you acknowledge it, you definitely use it. When you are aware. It's no way for me not to use it. For example, you acknowledge God as the worship in an action, or the object of worship really, and I'm not doing it. This is impossible. The problem lies here. Shaitan comes, not you. Shaitan comes and says, Satan says, no, practice is important. Practice is important. In order to divert my attention from the real foundation of the action or training to action itself, so that ego still can claim ownership over it. So we have to say, no, practice is not important. Are you aware that this is given to me, given to you or to me in the form of a trust, so that I will use it in order to acknowledge the true beloved one? Because I need to. So I love it. I love helping others. Who doesn't love helping others? If you do a good work, then can you not come and tell your wife? So today there was a man who was really thrown away on the sidewalk. No one to take care of it. What I did, I took him into the hospital. How many times you write it, put it on your pictures on Facebook? Everybody. Because it is innate in us to love the truth, to love the goodness. Again, it is a blessing from God. We've got to use it. But the problem is not in using or not in using. Problem is, are we using it as a means of training or not? That's what the example always comes to my mind. Go to New York and check the charity organizations. How many of them are run by Muslims? How many of them are run by non-Muslims? How many of them are run by atheists? Mostly by atheists. Why? Why?
Which organization?
Charity organizations. Why? Jamil, it is in me. My religion gave me the urge to use it, so that you will train yourself, get to know me. This urge is irresistible for me. Instead of using it as an acknowledgement of the real owner, Satan says, use it and claim that I'm a good man. I will fulfill my job. No? I'm a good man. I'm not like those people who never care. Partially, this is true. Partially this is true. You are better off than the one who never did it, but it is not the purpose. It is just a first step. While we are using it, you are expected to know who the owner of this sense is, and it must be the object of worship. Now you must be the object of worship. Not you are the object of worship. The real owner of this sense is the object of worship. You are given this sense in order to know who he is. Who is the real owner? Do we get it? So the main point is, never talk about the action. Talk about the foundation. Action may mislead. Action may come from Satan. Be careful and realize why you are here, to worship the Lord of the whole universe. If you realize this, all your senses are the means of practicing your worship of God, the Lord of the universe. If you are aware of it, no way not to use it. Really. No way. But why action is emphasized in the Quran? Only through the action that you exercise your belief. Do you understand that? Aminu wa amilu salihat. Aminu salihat. They are those people who believe and believed, definitely believed, and did good deeds, definitely. Or believe in God and do good deeds. Why? Why? Because only through doing the good deeds you train yourself. But what is fundamental? Which one is the priority? Belief. Belief is the foundation. So, without practicing it, you cannot really train yourself anyways. That's why this world is here. That's why we are sent here, to train So the true beloved one, but we, for example, if you are given something that you love, thank you, brother. Turn this one off, man. So, if you, what you love, if you are given something you are loved, so you love the one who gave it to you. Yeah. So if you are happy with your existence, so you are happy with it, you love the one who gave you existence. If you are happy with your life, you love the one who gave you your life, etc. All the senses, even your finger. You don't want to use it, lose even 10 of them. So too many, man. Yeah, I can do with 9. No, we don't want to. Never. Never. So we love everything actually. That's why we have to look the true beloved one. It means who is the real giver of all these opportunities that we have been given in this world? Who's the real owner? Yeah, for example, I was a baby, my mother took care of me. Okay. So she was very compassionate, very famous example. Again, simple example. There's no need to use complicated example. Okay. So my mother is my beloved one. Yeah, correct. Who is the true beloved one? I was happy with this. In the way of the true beloved one. We understand that I wanted to discuss the sacrifice business because wherever you go in, especially among the religious groups, not only the Muslims, the Christians, Jews, and Muslims, or other religious, we have to sacrifice from our life, from our money, from our time, whatever we list them all this. I said, this word is not understood almost at all. Misused. Misused. It's not really sacrifice. So I took a note here saying, be careful about sacrifice. So we have something understood now from this sentence, seemingly very simple. When you ask the question, all of them are mysterious, but inshallah, but that's what we have to read carefully, this kind of text. Okay, find over here, no. See the ends of beings which point to non-existence, for the way leading to permanence in this world starts from transitoriness. How many minutes we have? Okay, the way leading to permanence in this world, the way leading to permanence in this world starts from transitoriness. Very briefly, we have only 3 minutes, I believe. So, starts from transitoriness. When you understand this, leading to the permanence starts from transitoriness. We studied this in our earlier discussions. As you understand that whatever is given to me, not permanent, under the permanent possession of my possession, permanent possession, it is transitory. When I realize it, since I cannot keep it, since I cannot keep my qualities, it means they don't belong to me. Because I have not full control over them. Youth is okay, for example, I can see they are all going. They are all going. As far as in my life, in my time now, Brother Habib may join me here, they are all leaving us. We cannot hold them. So they are transient. They are given to me to be used for a temporary period. Only through realizing that they are transient, we understand that they don't belong to us, so the door opens in front of us. Who then they belong to? Do they belong to? I ask the question. So I can understand only through the transience, yep, the way leading the permanence in this world starts from transitoriness. When I realize that this world is transient, my life is transient, my qualities are transient, everything is transient, I open the way for myself for the permanence. Permanent means the eternal. So very briefly, we have 1 minute. Very briefly, if I am aware of nothing in this world has the divine quality. It means the power to create, the power to give existence to anything else. It means they are not permanently existing things. They need to be created. That is symbolized in the teachings of the Quran, La ilaha. Only through La ilaha that I can conclude Illallah. I have to accept my reality. I have to realize my reality. So we again repeat it. We summarize it. Okay, we summarize like this. Without acknowledging the transitory nature of our existence, we cannot acknowledge or become aware of the permanent existence of our Creator. Without acknowledging that nothing is under my permanent possession, I cannot understand that everything belongs to the Eternal One, the Creator. You get it? Inshallah. So we say, without saying La ilaha, without acknowledging La ilaha, we cannot say Illallah. So in this word, we train ourselves to get to know, to realize La ilaha. To realize La ilaha. That is the training is for. Because everything is transient. Everything. So I have to realize that, so that I will be able to open up to the permanent one, who is the real object of worship, who is the real, true, beloved one. Yeah, that is the only way to avoid from worshiping this world. Then, rather than worshiping this world, worshiping the Creator, the real owner of the world. That is the only way to divest myself of bad morals. Did you understand the paragraph now? Bad morals, that's the only way. It's a beautiful, a lot of meaning was loaded. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah we understood something. It was a good training. Jazakumullah khair. Inshallah, see you on Wednesday. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka. لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.